There we go. We finally here. We live, baby. This show live. What's good? What's good? What's good? YouTube. It's your boy, Showstopper, man. And I'm back live again. How's everybody doing? How was everybody's 4th of July? Hopefully everybody saw some firecrackers and all that trash. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Ate a little couple of rib tips or something. You know what I'm saying? They had a good time. Like your boy Show did, man. But hopefully everybody's good, man. How everybody doing, man? Who all out here? Ev, man. What's good with you, bro? That's what's up, man. Everybody, I'm good, man. Had a good time. Went and seen some family, down in Georgia. Was down there, down in Atlanta. And just had a good little time with some family and friends, man. But other than that, Sean, what's good with you, baby? Witness the truth. How you doing, man? Everybody in the chat, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? How's everybody doing? I want to get right into this news. I want to get right into this thing, man. First thing I want to talk about is the Coops of the Bandon. The Bandon of the Coops has left the PlayStation brand. It's gone. When I first saw that, man, I was like, wow, Witness the truth. What's good, bro? When I first saw it, I was like, Kurt, how you doing, man? I was like, dang, man, it's going multi-plat now. Bandit Coops is going multi-plat now. It don't Coop don't left the Bandit. They don't bandit the PlayStation brand. Wow, that was just amazing, and I looked at it, I was like, man, that's a good platformer to go multiplayer, even though we getting it later. Sony already got it out on their platform right now, which is okay. They did the same thing with Tomb Raider. I can wait. I ain't pressed on buying it on that platform right now. I can wait. I'll get it on the Xbox. But I want to talk about this thievery that's going on out here that Sony has been doing. Y'all seen it. They have stole the Anthem footage from Microsoft and try to pass it off as them. You know what I'm saying? Like that was the pro or something. You know what I mean? And what's funny about that whole thing, man, I could see Yoshida sitting in there like, dang. They came to him like, Yoshida, this was some mighty good footage right here on this Xbox, the Xbox One X. How we gonna come back from this? Here's Yoshida. Why don't we take the footage? Try to make sure nobody knows it's us, but just steal the footage anyway. I can see him doing that trash, you know what I'm saying? But this ain't the first time Sony did that, man. It's amazing how, Microsoft did it too, and just for me to be fair, Microsoft did it also. But Sony, when Sony do it, they not frauding, they not this hypocritical or this, it ain't no propaganda behind it. Like they just trying to pass something off, no, how ponies do, then how they get, but they forget all the stuff Sony do. You know what I'm saying? So it like give you a prime example. Y'all remember the Drive Club debacle? Let me show y'all, man. Y'all know show gotta show the beam footage. Where to share? Let me share. Sharing is caring. There we go. Back here. Okay. Bang bang. Let me go here. PlayStation. Is this it? Yes. Here it is. Right here. Here it is right here. Y'all remember when they stole screenshots of Forza to try to pass that trash off as Drive Club? They took screenshots of cars from Forza and tried to pass it off as those was cars in Drive Club, man. And Drive Club and Forza 5 screenshots are night and day, but they tried to pass this trash off. Here go the article. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sitting here, I'm like, y'all forget about this trash. This was the first, when Sony started doing this stuff, and they just forget about all this trash. Sony been frauding. Microsoft do it too. I ain't gonna sit here and say they don't, because they have taken footage. I forgot what game it was. I couldn't remember because I would have showed that as well. But it was a certain game. I can't remember. If anybody remember what game it was that they had took the footage. But when Microsoft did it, there was some frauds. You know, this shouldn't happen. How they get the same footage, you know, all this little stuff. And it was like a bad thing for Microsoft. If y'all hear that outside, man, that's the, you know, my, let me move to another room while they doing that trash. They doing some stuff outside. But anyway, it was just the craziest thing ever, man. It's like Microsoft couldn't, you know, it was no compromise. It wasn't no listening to their reason, no nothing. It was just they fraud. But here it is, Sony doing the same thing. So is Sony some frauds now? That's all I want to ask ponies. Are they frauds too? Can we sit here and say they both are? You know, and it can't be just one way or the other. You know what I mean? That threw me off, man. Well, how y'all doing in there, man? But yeah, I just looked at that, man. This video might not be the longest video, but I just wanted to touch on that, man, because footage taken was a big thing with ponies. Y'all remember when Crap Gamer did that trash when they said he stole the game footage and everything? He was a fraud. You know what I'm saying? But here it is. We got now, you know, Sony doing this trash. They got to be frauds now. You know what I'm saying? Has to be. You know, according to pony logic, there's no way that should happen. No way that should never happen. And that's my whole point, man. I just wanted to sit here and touch on that, man. Like, y'all got to be kidding me. This should not have happened. They took it. Was it The Witcher? Get them, show. And it's just crazy that they could sit here and say that, you know, this is not fraud, and when we all see that it is, you know. And it's crazy, man. Sony do this stuff and they get away with it. Microsoft do it and they don't get away with it. It's always some old propaganda. Why everybody when it's a big corporation, they're like, see, this is what I'm talking about. It's propaganda. Everybody fall back on that trash, don't they? But the thing is, it's not propaganda. Sometimes it could be an honest mistake, and it cannot be an honest mistake. They probably did it intentionally, you know, because they know that was some beautiful footage, but they know the pro ain't gonna look nothing like that. But it's deceiving. You know, we all seen the square. You know, we all seen the Xbox buttons on the QuickTime events. We all saw that trash. You know, but you know, they didn't do good at hiding it. You know what I'm saying? But they got some better. Sony do some powerful editing, and they mean to tell me they let that slide, that little section right there. They couldn't chop that out. That's crazy. That means you meant to get caught. You meant to get caught. What up, man? How you doing, King James, man? How you doing, bro? But it's just that's just, to me, that is like crazy, man, because Sony can do to ponies, Sony can do no wrong. Here, just give you a prime example. You know, we got a powerful console coming out. It's on the level of PCs. You know, Steam just did a little test and showing what everybody playing on, and more than half of the people on that's playing on Steam, it can't even do, you know what I'm saying, 1080 60 for real. You know what I'm saying? Let alone 4K and all these dang on PC dudes. Oh, my rig can do this. You know what I'm saying? And Steam just pulled y'all card, man, like crazy. And here it is, a little console that can do 4K. Now I understand why a lot of y'all dang on PC dudes is coming in and is going crazy, because something that costs $500 is doing something that y'all don't pay, you know, money, and y'all can't even do it. You know what I'm saying? It's like the craziest thing ever. This is just unbelievable. I'm sitting here, I'm looking at it like, my God, this is just unbelievable. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you telling me more than half of y'all not even gaming on 1080p 60 on high settings? More than half? That's crazy. And y'all got the audacity to come in here and then it was like 2 or 3%, not even 1%. It was like 8.89 or something actually doing 4K. It's about 3 million or something of them that can actually do it out of the 61 million, whatever it was that they chopped it up out of it. You know what I'm saying? And only 1% of them is actually doing 4K gaming. which is crazy. And it was like a smaller percentage, you know, a little bit bigger than the 4K, doing 1080 60 at high settings. Man, this is just unbelievable. But you always got a PC dude. Oh, my rig. They always say that trash. My rig can do this. My rig can do that. And you probably doing high settings at 720p. You know what I'm saying? And this is crazy, man. Stop that trash. Yeah, that means stop it. You know, and then when you get, I don't know, man. But Microsoft, let me get back to the point. I went off topic, man. But my point is, Sony can sit here and pull out a console and say, this is the most powerful console ever. Microsoft can sit here and come out and say, hey, our console is the most powerful console ever. And this is how you know it's some craziness. Because when Sony say they got the most powerful console, it wasn't all this detective work. You know what I'm saying? Digital Foundry wasn't just grabbing screenshots of Pro and sitting here doing all this trash that they doing with Xbox right now. You know what I'm saying? All this dang on detective work that they doing to sit here and see if it's really as powerful as Microsoft says it's going to do. The console ain't even out yet. People ain't even got it in their mittens. You know what I'm saying? To even run efficient testing. You know what I'm saying? You ain't even got the console in your hands, but you running all these dang on tests. You know what I'm saying? Ain't even got it in their mittens. 3 million PCs do 4K. The rest of the master, yeah, you're right. Stats don't mean much if you're trying to run. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, to me, it's like, for instance, you know, but Microsoft sit here and say it's just a whole lot of detective work. Let me get back on point. You know, and it's just, to me, that's just the craziest thing. Sony can sit here and say, yeah, we doing this, and they go off the dang on specs, like, oh man, it gotta be, you know, good GDDR5, man, good GDDR5. You remember that trash when they was going around saying that, man? I seen a video where a dude went in Walmart, and a guy was trying to decide, was he going to get a Xbox One or a PlayStation on the OG PlayStation. You know what I'm saying? This is when the console war was out in full. The dude went and talked him down from getting the one that was talking about how good the GDDR5, how more powerful it was, 50% more powerful. And we found out that trash was a lie. It was not 50% more powerful. The PlayStation 4 was not 50% more powerful than the Xbox One. It was not. You know what I'm saying? It was, you know, probably 5-10% at best, not 50 at best. And then you know, we still haven't seen a 1080p 60 game from them, man, from their exclusives, not from some third party, but from their exclusive. We have not seen it. You know, they tell y'all little things like, remember they put the borders around, what was that, the Order? And they put the black borders around, and you found out, you know what I'm saying, that resolution wasn't, it was a little faulty. And Ponies was like, oh, it gave us that cinematic flavor. Hey, they believed anything Sony was sitting here saying. Sony came up with cinematic flavor. And these ponies went all in on that trash, man. They was like, yes, I see why they did it like that. You know, the borders. Stop it. You know, y'all make excuses, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's just way beyond anything, man. I'm sorry, man. That's trash. Y'all can get mad at Show, man, and say, Show, you tripping, bro. But y'all know that's some hot garbage. You know what I'm saying? There's no way. If your console can do what it said it can do, you should show that it's capable of doing that. Just like y'all asking Microsoft. Microsoft have to prove that it can do this. But y'all ain't demand that from Sony. Y'all did not. And Sony the one that started the whole resolution thing. They the ones that came out and said, get used to hearing 1080p, 60 frames per second. It wasn't just 1080p, it was 60 frames too. And we have not seen that. I ain't even used to hearing that from them. Still to this day, I'm not used to hearing that from them. You know, it's 1080 with some technical rendering, for real. Same as what y'all sitting here saying Microsoft doing. You know. I might grab one of y'all in, man. What's up with you, Grandpachi? Did you see the Nintendo stolen footage of the Xbox? You know what? I didn't see that. I'm gonna have to check that out, Grim. It's some thievery going on out here in these streets, bro. I mean, I'm sitting here like, man, it's crazy. I didn't see it, Grim. You see the Nintendo? No, I didn't see it, Grim, man. Hey, you want to jump in here, Grim? Let me know. But man, it's just crazy, man. I have not. That is just the craziest thing ever. I mean, I sit here and I'm just looking at, like, I'm trying to get Sony's logic, you know, of what's going on with them. I'm trying to just, you know, if y'all sit here and say these things are wrong, and then it comes back and now it's on y'all to sit here and say it's wrong because y'all said it was wrong for another platform. Yeah, you can send it. Okay, I'm gonna send it to you now, bro. You know what I'm saying? And you sit here and say it was wrong for another platform. Uh-oh, let me get out of here. I gotta stop sharing. That's too much information, man. I love y'all, but certain things y'all can't see. Where we at? Let me go here and grab this. Copy. And then, like I said, if any of y'all, you know what I'm saying, I don't care, man. I'm a person. I invite anybody in, man. It don't bother me. My man Grim, man. Here we go. Boom. All right, paste. Bing. There we go. Just sent it to you, Grim. It should be in your inbox, bro. All right, let me get back here. All right, so there we go. As we waiting on Grim, you know, but Knack 2, y'all playing. Nobody asked for Knack 1. Remember that? Nobody asked for Knack 1. And they spent all that, man, on that dang on platform, man. It looked like it's cool, though. I ain't gonna hate on it. It looked like an interesting platform, but, you know, a lot of people was butthurt behind it because they wanted to see the power. And that wasn't showing it, but, you know, here we go. Just like Lucky's Tales. It's a platformer, you know, it's just a change of pace, man. I just hate that every time, you know, Microsoft can come out and say something, Microsoft got to prove it. But when Sony come out and say something, they don't even have to prove it. It's just believed by the masses. You know, Sony Master Yoshida said it was true. It's true. And you know what finds the funny is Sony so much frauds, they even frauds down all the way down to how they share their games. Remember when they did that? This is how we share games. And Yoshida passed the little game to the other dude. I forgot the other guy's name, but he passed it to him, and he was like, "Thanks." I guess that's how they doing with this footage, then, huh? They went to Microsoft, let Microsoft do all the beautiful work, all that hard stuff. They just took it like, "Thanks." Oh man, what's good, man? How you doing, bro?
Yo, man,
what's how you doing, man? Grim is in here, everybody. Grim Pachi is here. What's up with you, man?
Not much, man. Look, I saw Sony stole that footage. Saw the Sony dudes on Twitter. I don't see it. And then look, some Sony dudes was like, no, they were like, "Nah, bro, no, you can't. We can't ignore this one. Here you go." They passing that real link. They're like, "Oh, I see it now." Like, they're like, they don't care. I'm like, get out of here. You know, if Microsoft stealing some footage from Sony, you'll be screaming to the high heavens.
It will be billboards. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking billboards, flyers, everything all around the dang on gaming industry, bro. It'd be all this like, man, they some frauds. It'll be bigger than what it is now. You know, it's closed knit right now. And only people that's talking about it is Xbox dudes. You know what I'm saying? Or somebody that's not all the way under Sony's dusties. One of Sony's dusties. Let me say it that way. You know what I'm saying? Because they ain't sprinkle me or flute me to death. You know what I'm saying? They love them low tone bearing flutes. They ain't flute me to death, man. I ain't believing the trash.
I just want to know, like they said that they care about everything Microsoft do that's dirty or wrong, right? Now I think this ain't the first time, because I think back in the day when Battlefield Hardline came out, it was some Sony footage on their site, but it was the PC version because it said press Q to reload or some shit, right? Or press R to reload, and I'm like, you know, I remember then that got swept under the rug too. I'm like, y'all keep saying y'all don't care about this stuff. I'm like, man, Phil came out, and I remember I addressed this. Phil came out, and all he said was, "Listen, there are games that are made that cost a lot of money, and you know, a lot of these studios can't afford to make these games without no guaranteed return. That's why, you know, in the future you might start seeing these games where they're like, hey, it's gonna be kind of episodic, right? He didn't say Halo's gonna be episodic. He didn't say nothing. He just said you're gonna see certain games. And then in fact he said Telltale games. He said games kind of like that, but at a higher production cost, something like that, right? They all flipped and twisted his words. Now remember, this is someone taking someone else's words and misunderstanding it. You can't misunderstand them buttons phasing in. All right, unless you blind, you can see that. Oh, they don't care about that, but they care about misunderstood words from Phil. That doesn't make sense.
And that's the truth, man. I mean, like I said, they do not anything Phil come out and say he's either lying or he's a nice fraud salesman. That's how they got him pegged. You know what I'm saying? He just, you know, he act like he's a gamer, but he's not. You know, it's a whole bunch of stretching. You know, when it comes to Phil, but they not listen to his words that really coming out of his mouth. Almost like, do you understand the words that's coming out of my mouth? They do not get it. It's like they miss or they got selective hearing. They hear what they want to hear. You know, and so it's all about angles, and that's why I said this console war kind of messing up a lot of things because it's all about angles. You know, it's what you can find to depict, to put holes into something to kind of downgrade another brand over the other. You know what I'm saying? I know better than anybody. You know what I'm saying? But it's talking points amongst gamers, not so much amongst the industry. But the sad thing is now the industry is being partakers in that too. And they finding little holes. And it's like they trying to stop whatever it is Microsoft is trying to do. And, you know, I think it's because they know that they're trying to corner the market. And if they can get PC gamers to come on board and getting a lot of PC games to come over to that brand, that's hard, man. That's very hard. What you think on that?
I mean, for me, I'm done. I mean, like I got PC games already, so of course I'll play what I already bought, but I'm pretty much done with that shit. Cause I bought the Dragon Ball game for the PC. It was a good deal. You know, you got the game and all the content on Steam. I bought it and it wouldn't let me install the bitch on my hard drive.
Wow.
So I had to install it on the hard drive with the operating system, which you don't really want to do that because you want the operating system to run quick. And I'm like, man, fuck that shit. I got a refund. I bought that shit for the Xbox. I'm like, I'm not like, why? I'm like, why can't I install my shit? My game, like, you know, some people were saying with my hard drives, though, I said, I got 150 games on this hard drive. And they knew. Why this game? What's so special about this Dragon Ball game? Nothing.
Nothing. It ain't nothing hard. You know, it's not like it's dramatic or something to where it needs a lot of extra something. It's just
the way they coded it. They made it so that you had to install it on a certain type of hard drive. But I'm like, man, that's inconvenience to me.
Right.
So I said, you know what, fuck that. I'll buy it on the console, buy it on the Xbox, and we'll call it a day. I don't even mess with PC unless it's for work. If I'm on here and I'm already doing something like that, maybe I'll play something I already got, but I'm not buying no shit on the PC no more.
I know that's right. You know who Phil Spencer remind me of? You gonna crack up laughing when I tell you this. You know who he remind me of?
Who?
If he was a wrestler, he'd be Chris Jericho. You know what I'm saying? I can see him coming out, man, to that theme music, like break the walls down. And you see the Xbox One X footage come up and everything, and the specs and everything. That'd be dope, man. If one of y'all can do that, man, put that together for me. That'd be funny, man. My goodness, that'd be hilarious. Phil Spencer walking out as Chris Jericho, man, that'd be crazy. With the belt and everything, that'd be clean. But man, yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about, man. I was sitting here like, man, this is just, to me, it's just, you know, Sony can do no wrong. And the gamers, not only the gamers, but the media has been known to back and sweep things under the rug. And then when we sit here and say it's media bias, they said, no, it's not media bias, you know, because this happened last gen. They like to go back and say last gen, but we're not talking about last gen. We're talking about this gen. You know, I don't know what happened last gen because I wasn't really caught up into the media thing. I was pretty much still getting my stuff from Game Informer, and you know what I'm saying?
Man, last gen, like it's a bunch of BS because last gen, the average person, because you got like a lot of these people on YouTube are the average person. They just decide to come on here and start talking. Ain't nobody like, look, you know how many games last gen wasn't HD? Nobody gave a fuck they weren't HD because it just looked good. No one cared.
Good. Yep.
And no one gave a damn. You know how many games came out last gen with bad frame rate? No one gave a fuck. You would be surprised to go back and play some of these old games like, damn, this frame rate wasn't smooth. Now, when you played it, it felt smooth, right? Because you had no mindset of this is not a smooth game because it wasn't clicked in yet. That's all these people trying to hang with the PC folk. You're gonna get that PC craziness. I'm just letting you know. You're gonna be sitting here talking about frame rates rather, but see, they full of crap. In the end, they're not finna go to PC. I'll tell you not to go to PC. Right. PC is not worth the headache. Stick on your console, and whatever you don't get on there, trust me, it's not worth doing the PC thing.
I tried it. I tried gaming on PC. I went on there and I got what was that game? I ain't like it. You know what I'm saying? What was it? And what's on the Xbox 2? It remind you of the movie. He in a car. What's the name of that? Let me see my games and get it. Let me just go there.
Was that D4 game?
Nah, it was a movie that came out about it too. It was like one of them old movies where he in a car and he driving, you get out and you shoot. It's a big old desert.
Mad Max.
Mad Max, that's what it was. I bought Mad Max on there. And I'm playing Mad Max. I see how you can go in, you can adjust your settings. My stuff wasn't really all that powerful. So I had to adjust it to find something to make it smoother, to run smoother on the hardware that I had. And, I'm playing it and I'm sitting here, I'm like, I just didn't care for it. It was like too much stopping, adjusting, then go back, see if that worked. Go back, just, I was like, I ain't got time for this trash. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of got mad about it and I just let it go. I guess I can't run this game, period. You know what I'm saying? Because the stuff I had wasn't up to snuff.
You got certain games that like Metal Gear. That's a really good optimized game. I mean, even Mad Max. It's really that game is just boring to me. But as in how it worked on PC, as long as you meet the system requirements, that game functions very well. It's not every game, but the problem is it's a gamble. It's a crapshoot. It's like Dragon Ball. That's not a hard game to run at all. It's just for some reason you can't install on certain hard drives, which is an inconvenience for a lot of people, including myself. Dark Souls 3 was like that on PC. That came out kind of fucked up on PC, but they kind of fixed that. But it still has the issue where if you got a certain type of hard drive, you can't even install the bitch. I ain't got to deal with none of that on my PlayStation, on my Xbox. You put in a hard drive, it installs the games. It's the end of the story.
Got you. Yeah, see, I just didn't care for it, man, because I remember I was going out like, I'm going to go to PC game, I'm going to see what it is. I got me a Steam account. You know what I'm saying? I started getting some games from there and everything. And, certain games that was on there, I kind of liked, and certain games I just, I just didn't care for it. I was like, nah, I'm good. I kind of had it to where I hooked my controller up to it and I was going that way. Maybe that probably was the problem with it. I probably should have used mouse and keyboard or something. Maybe that was what it was. But yeah, I didn't care for it. I didn't care for it too much.
We got Mushmouth in the chat talking about he got a $2,300 computer. I mean, that's cool, Mush. That's cool.
Yeah,
he only plays CS:GO though.
He always had he always gamed on PC, so I know. He knows
PC's crap. He knows PC's crap.
Yeah, I know he the one I called when I was getting into there, like how to get games from Steam and everything like that. So he pretty cool person. But I just I don't know, man. And I can run Mad Max. I can run everything on Max on PC. That's fine. Hey, good looking. But you invested into your PC too, though. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't do that.
What was it? I remember it was me, him, and I don't know, remember this dude named Gamer Nate. We'll send back. None of us, we all had different hardware specs. They had better hardware than me. Nobody could fix this big glitch on Max Payne 3. That's why, he talking about PC, this, that, and get out of here, Holy. You know damn well that shit would be fucked up.
Only know for real. You know what I'm saying? That's why
But
he game on everything. You know what I'm saying?
he does play the games though that were kind of
Yeah,
like really made for PC. Those games normally work fine. Like, you know, CS:GO, them H1, Z1 type things, because
yeah,
you know there's more design for that. That stuff works normally better. But if you start trying to place the stuff that would normally come to the console in there, hell no.
right.
Hell no.
Got you. Holy no. What's been up with you though, Holy man? I ain't heard from you in a while, man. You been all right, bro? I never said I don't. What?
He's saying I never said didn't fuck up.
Yeah. Okay. Well then, yeah, there it is. Don't try
Well,
to pass it off as a did.
that's what we doing. That's what we
all
talking
we
about.
sitting there saying is some glitches. You know what I'm saying? It's glitchy over there at times. You know, that's all we saying. We ain't trying to knock it. If you like it, you liked it. You know, every gamer is different, man. Everybody like different stuff, man. Mad Max was better on Xbox. Yeah, that's true. And you know, I ain't even like it on Xbox, to tell you the truth. I didn't get it on Xbox. I played it, but I didn't care for it. It was just boring.
Yeah, that's a boring ass game to me.
Yeah, it was just it didn't keep me engaged, you know, like, you know, most games like that kind of keep you engaged, but you gotta drive too far just to fight somebody. It was like, I'm like, good grief. Doing all this driving. I'm ready to scrap. You know what I'm saying? I mean, don't get me wrong, on Witcher, you riding a horse, but you know, stuff here and there happening. You know, you can stop and get out and do all this over. I didn't care for it, man. It was just boring.
Yeah, the Max Payne thing was just the same thing over and over. Go to this base, beat up these people, get this shit, go back here, do this again, do that again. I'm like, you know, I'm leveling my character. I'm like, it don't even feel like he changed. I'm like, I don't know about this. I had to stop playing.
Yeah, but yeah, that's that, man. I just don't get it though, man. Sony, I guess that's just how it is in this gaming media now, that Sony can do no wrong, but everybody else can. You know, if Nintendo would have did this, well, Nintendo did do it.
Yeah, they did it, but you know, the reason nobody talking about it, I'm not even saying this to be funny. Nobody give a fuck about what Nintendo do no more. Not in a good way. Not in a good way. Look. I think Zaire said this shit. He said, you know, the Nintendo dudes are out of the console war conversation, right? Because I think he was saying something like, people as a whole have now officially accepted Nintendo ain't playing with us. You know, they ain't an argument. I saw because people were talking about that new Sonic game look bad on the Switch, so I went to go see the footage on Nintendo's site. I mean, on their site, on their YouTube page, and I'm like, wait a minute, this the Xbox One footage. It got the Xbox One buttons. I said, this shit, it looks way better on Xbox One and PS4.
Right.
The Switch version looked like the Xbox One and PS4. You know, they had sex and had a retarded baby or some shit. It looked bad. You know. So I'm like, why does it look so good here? And I noticed, I'm like, those are Xbox buttons. I'm like, damn, they just straight up jacked that footage. Now, whether or not Sega gave it to them or not, I can't answer you. But it's the point that the shit say it's the Switch version in the beginning, and you see it's the Xbox version. So that's a little misleading for people who may see that and be like, oh, this how it's gonna look on my Switch. No, it ain't.
It's not gonna look like that. Nope.
It's not gonna look like that. It ain't gonna play like that, because I think the Switch version like 30 frames. It's not even 60 like the other versions.
Let me ask you this: how you feel about PlayStation now? Lineup is now adding PlayStation 4 games.
I mean, I hear people have issues just running the PS3 games. You need pretty good internet speed just to run them, and I still hear there's a delay. I don't really know how many people use that service. I really don't think too many people do. I think Sony's trying to grow it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Microsoft's Game Pass is going to be better, just for the simple fact you don't have to stream those games. You can just straight up download them. There's basically a timer on the license. So, you know, even if you go offline, like, you know, some people think, oh, I'm going to be slick, I'm going to download some shit, go offline, and I'm going to have it forever. No, it's a timer on the license, just like PlayStation Plus and Xbox Games for Gold games. I mean, I think if Sony wants that service to be better, they should just make it so you can't stream. But see, you run into the issue. You can't just download some PS3 games to your PlayStation 4, your TV, and all that.
They not structured to really do it like that. Like way Microsoft is structured, your games travel with you. You play pretty much just about pretty soon play anywhere. You'll be able to play anywhere for real. You know, so if you play in like on like if I got like a tablet and it can hold it, whatever, and the stream in there, I can be able to play it as long as I got the controller there. You know, like on your TV, you'll be able to play it on there. So pretty soon it'll be just like it says, play anywhere, even though it's probably still streaming. You think that's still streaming?
The Play Anywhere.
Yeah.
Well, how it's set up now? No, that just means like if you buy the game and it's available on PC, you get the digital copy on the other system too. That's what that means. Now,
okay.
I don't know if Game Pass has streaming. I just know you could download the games. Maybe you could do both. Maybe you could stream it or download it.
Because the thing is, like your Windows devices have the Xbox inside it. You know what I'm saying? Like even like with my Surface Pro, everything is Windows. It's all about Xbox in there. So if I get it on my system, I can play it on my tablet as well. You see what I'm saying? So it's
but
not,
I think that's
like
if you stream it. Yeah.
No, what I'm saying, to play anywhere, you can play it still on your tablet.
Oh, you can?
They even got it in the store. Yeah, they even got the same games in the store.
Oh, that's tight then.
Yeah, so it's like you just buy it once, you download it on both things, and you can just play it. So as long as you got the hard drive space for it, yeah, as long as you got the hard drive for it, you pretty much good. Game Pass is download only. See, and Sean just came out and told us that it's download only. Yeah, so that's what it is, man. I mean, I know when, like, if I go on my Windows store, let me see if I can show you. Go to my Windows store. I'm gonna share my screen too. Let's do Xbox games. All right. All right, let me share my screen. Can you see this?
I just see your icon right now. It ain't pop up.
It ain't pop up. Okay, wait a minute. You see it now? It should be like
yeah, I see it now.
You see it now? Okay, so this is the store. Okay, you see all these games are all on Xbox right here. I can buy them. Let me go show all. I can buy it here. Where's the Play Anywhere games? Let me see where it's at. Gears. Okay, here go Gears. Gears of War 4. Okay, so this is one of the games also. I can buy this here and play it over there as well. You see what I'm saying? So how it works, it'd be here in the store, and it'd be over on your Xbox as well. But this here is not a Play Anywhere game. I don't want to sit here and say it is right now because it's not. But how it's going to work, you can buy it once and you'll be able to play it on both devices because it's still Windows 10 at the end of the day. You see what I'm saying? So I can play it either on this tablet or I can play it on my console. It's just up to me because it travels with you. Make sense?
Yeah, I get you.
You get me? So that's basically what is what you'll be able to do with it pretty soon. You need to go to Gears of War 4, not Gears. There you go. Let me go there then. See if it's there. Uh-oh. Where is it at? Oh, man. I'll click out of that bad baby. Bingo. Gears of War 4. Boom. This is a Play Anywhere game. So I can get it here, and I can be able to play it anywhere I want to play it. But it's not telling me Play Anywhere though. I gotta look at that. This is Francis playing it on my Xbox. You see it right here? Play Anywhere at the top. Where you at?
Yeah, you see what's it, Xbox Live, Xbox
Play Anywhere. Yeah, so you see right here where it gives you the rating, the mature. These are all my friends that's playing it right now. You see what I'm saying? I don't have Gears 4, so it's not showing that I have it because I don't have Gears 4. I didn't buy it yet. But these are all my friends that's playing it now right here in the corner. But if I buy it, I can play it on this platform that I'm on now or on my Xbox as well, and I can still game with them. You see what I'm saying? So that's pretty dope. I think it's pretty slick. And that's how Microsoft is doing. Let me go back. So yeah, so that's you at the wrong Gears 4. How am I at the wrong Gears 4? Okay, well, maybe I'm at the wrong one. Let me go back. They keep saying
Nah,
you was
at the
I was at the right one.
I think he was trying to say you was because you was at Gears Ultimate at first. I think
Yeah, I
that's what
was.
he was
Yeah,
trying to
I was
say.
at. Yeah, I was at Gears 4. Yeah, I want to make sure. Yeah. I was there. Well, y'all seen it. I ain't gonna get into that trash. Let me stop sharing. All right. So yeah, but that's how it works. You know, you can buy the game once, as long as you're on a Windows 10 device, you know, or whatever, you can play it anywhere. That's basically how I was explained. Come on, show. Who is Mike? You aren't even on the Gears 4 on Xbox because I'm on my Windows 10 device. I'm on my PC. What are you talking about? And didn't you see where it says play anywhere? Didn't you see that, Grim?
Yeah, I saw it.
You saw it? Did y'all see it in the chat? Did y'all see where it said play anywhere when me and Grim went over that? So whoever you is, Mika or Micah or whatever, 28, you got to go back and look at it again, bro. we went over that. I ain't sitting here just grabbing out. I was at one footage, which was Gears Ultimate, and then we went to so yeah, I saw it. Thanks, Sean. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, people stretching like you can't play that anywhere. Oh man, stop that trash. We just sat here and went through that trash, but that's how it's supposed to work. You buy the game once, you can play it on your PC, you can play it on your Xbox, and it's all based off your gamer tag, and it just follows with you. Like everything that I have on my Windows device here, it travels with me, so I could take my tablet and go anywhere. With the play anywhere games, not all the games, the play anywhere. Now they do have this thing, Microsoft do have where you have where you can, as long as you're around your Xbox. Like if I'm around my Xbox, I can go onto my Windows device here. Let me just go and show you. I can show you better than I can tell you. Let me see. Share my screen again. These is all features. Don't nobody use it, but these is all features that all right, Xbox. Let me go here. Boom. Can you see it? Because I'm loading into my
Yeah, loading.
It's loading. So you can go into your Xbox, right? And you can go to your games. Where is it at? Games. See how I get like all my friends and everything like that, and where we at? On this PC on Xbox Live. Boom. Let's go here. Okay, so here's this my games. I want where's it at? See, I don't move this stuff around. So party. No. That's not what I'm looking for. All right. See how it says connect to your Xbox One? I can connect to my Xbox One, right? And I can stream games from my Xbox One to my Surface Pro. So I don't have to be in the room where my Xbox is. Say for instance, I'm here in my bedroom now, and I don't want to play my Xbox games. I can stream them from there to this device, but that's streaming. You see what I'm saying? It's not the same as Play Anywhere. That's a different service. And I hope they ain't take it out of there. Let me make sure. My games, I want to see connected. Shoot. Let's see if I can get to it. Show you exactly what I'm talking about. Game DVR. Nope. It's connection. I gotta be here somewhere. So they don't move this thing on UI around. I hope they ain't take it out of here. It's quiet. If I send in a message, nope. Maybe I ain't got it turned on. Oh shoot. See, I ain't used that in so long because don't nobody really uses it. Because when you stream it, it's okay. It's not like like you Xbox Live. So all my friends and stuff. And it's amazing that you can do all this stuff just from a dang on app. Start a party. I can party chat from here too and everything just from this dang on app. Like everybody here in this party chat right here, or whoever in this little groups over here, I can go in there and join it or start a party chat up my own. You can do everything from here. You can just stream it, and it's the same thing. Oh shoot, I can't find it, man. I ain't did it in so long. But
Or
you
you trying
used
to
to
stream your
my
Xbox to
Xbox
your.
game, yeah, my game from my thing, and I don't know
You
if it's
should be able
because
to
my
go to
system.
Connect to and do it, but I can't remember if your Xbox is completely off and not
Yeah,
saying
mine's
like
is off. Mine's
yeah,
is off.
it's completely
It
off.
says yeah, it's completely off.
Oh, it ain't gonna work. You gotta turn it on.
Yeah. See, I'm trying to get to it, and that's probably why it's not streaming back and forth. Yeah, that's why. But anywho, where we at? Where we at? It's it's at is at connection. It's at connection. Okay, see, he knows. See, he know where it's at. Okay, well, my Xbox is off, so and it's downstairs. I ain't supposed to walk down there. But yeah, man, that's what it is. But you can do all that on your Xbox, and that was their compliment to like streaming games, you know, where you can just stream it from to your laptop or your PC or whatever. You can do that instead of playing right at the console. You know, they just gave you that alternative because that was their alternative to Sony streaming. And you know, we all try to overhype it, you know what I'm saying? But it was okay. It wasn't all that in a bag of chips. But I think to play anywhere is a lot better. You know. But you got anything else you want to say, Grim?
Nah, man, just came in. We know Sony's stealing footage. We know they're quiet about it.
Facts.
We know, like my thing is, just from a gaming standpoint, ignoring the bickering back and forth. I think this year is pretty tight with the games coming out. Crackdown's coming out. I want to play that Agents of Mayhem game. I like the Saints Row series. That's a spinoff of it.
Right.
I'm gonna probably check out the new Uncharted. I didn't really care for Uncharted 4 like that because they really didn't have that much shooting. It was more climbing, but I think they're gonna reverse it. And this one's gonna be more shooting. Knack 2.
Mm-hmm.
I might pick that up. I just got Knack 1 on the sale for like $3. I'm not gonna lie, that game is pretty hard. I didn't know it was that hard, but it seemed all right. It's really more of a little beat 'em up. I thought it was a platformer. There's more you beat up the people and keep going. But yeah, right now, I mean, I think gaming is pretty good, but these people they want to complain about every little thing and ignore when the company's doing, like, they want to talk about when companies do them dirty. Don't complain when Sony steals footage. That's what I'm not understanding.
I don't get it. You know, and for those of you that don't know, Shadow of Mortars, the game Shadow of Mortars, you ever played it?
Yeah, I played it.
They got it for $4 right now on Xbox, man. So if you ain't got that, man, you ain't played that game, go get that trash. You will not regret it. They got it for $4. The Game of the Year edition for $4 right now. Let me see if I can show them. I bought it last night. I had got rid of it because I had the hard copy after I beat it. I got rid of it and then I bought it back again. After I had when it came $4 right here, I was like, oh man, I beat this game. This was my best game ever. That game's sick. So if y'all ain't got Shadow of Mortars, go buy it, man. I'm
Yeah,
telling you.
Xbox got a big sale right now. They got a lot of stuff on sale.
$4. Shadow.
I find it funny though. Microsoft got more Japanese games on sale than Sony do right now. That's that's funny.
Of Mortars. Shadow of Mortars. Yeah, they got a sale going on right now, man. And if y'all ain't got that, go get it, man. It's a great game. You know, I ain't complaining about it. It's very great. But that's all I got, man. I'm gonna get on up out of here because we could talk about just about anything. Titanfall is what, $15? Okay, so it's a big sale going on, man. And I'm telling y'all would not regret Shadow of Mortis, man. That is one of my top 5 games, that's been out since this console generation hit, man. It's Witcher is number 1. Mortars for me is right up underneath that. So, yeah, y'all gotta go check that out, man. If y'all ain't had it, y'all ain't played it, go buy that trash. And that's all, man. I got, man. I'm gonna get on up out of here, man. And you got anything you want to lead the people? Are you good?
I'm pretty good. I mean, the only thing is you might see a debate on my channel. Sony dude is going crazy. A subscriber of 3 years is now trying to say that I hate PlayStation and wants to debate me about. He called me a fraud. I'm like, yo, what the hell did I do? I'm just saying, look, I was in J Barry's stream just watching him play Call of Duty. The next thing I know, I'm being called a fraud. I'm like, what the hell going on? I ain't do nothing.
You know what it is when you start talking about a platform in a positive way. They assume that you crossed over. You know what I'm saying? But you can be neutral.
No, he a Sony dude. He a Sony. Yeah, I'm very neutral, but
I know you are.
Yeah.
You know, but what I'm saying is because you might sit here and say some positive things about that platform, then when you sit here and say, hey, you go a different way and talk about the negatives, now you're a fraud because you was neutral. You know, you was all for that platform at one point, man. You know how it is, man.
I think what it was though in that stream, because it had just happened, I had asked Jay Barry what did he think about Sony stealing that footage. Maybe that's what made him be like, oh, I'm like, calm. Look, this is a
boy,
hot
ain't gonna talk about that trash, man. You know what I'm saying, boy?
He said Sony should address it, but I don't care. And I'm like, what? Why don't you care?
He ain't gonna address that trash, man. He'll leave it to the Xbox dudes, and it's it's for him to expose the stuff that's going on in PlayStation, man.
Look, you know what have made them really care, right? If because they were trying to say it was PS4 Pro footage, right?
Right.
Let's say they never got caught and no one's noticed them buttons, right? And the game come out and it looked nothing like that footage, but the Xbox One version looked like that footage. The Xbox X, they be doing double takes. Like, wait a minute, this don't look like this. What is going on?
Some jaggies in here. You know, you gotta sit. You know, at least 2 feet away from your TV. You won't see the difference. That's what Sony's telling them now. But that's all, man. That's all we got, man. We're gonna get on out of here, y'all, man. Y'all be good, man. Hey, don't forget that debate. Y'all go on Graham's channel. That's gonna be an interesting debate, man. You know, you got a clicker, a hardcore clicker, I guess. He'll be a Sony dude going up against a neutral gamer, man.
Yeah, so let's hope he come through, man. Let's hope he come through.
I wish I could sit here and narrate that. You know what I'm saying? Give you everybody their little minutes because them debates can go a little crazy because people like to talk over each other. You know what I'm saying? They ain't letting people get their issue off. But yeah, man, that'd be interesting. But hey, go to Grim. If y'all ain't subscribed to Grim, subscribe to Grim right now, and don't miss that debate that's coming up real soon, y'all. And that's all I got, man. It's your boy Showstopper, and I'm out. Peace.